this is Spidey 1958, and welcome to my server Let's Play episode 31. We've been doing a lot of automation, and I want to show you an error I made in my system and how to fix it. So let's go ahead and run out here. It wasn't really an error, it was... Well, you remember I put the termination modules in here. Once I put a termination module in, stuff that was only going via sorted was getting trashed before it ever got into the system. So what I have to do is, and I'm going to show you here on clay, is I have to replace the pipe behind clay. Oh, I guess I already did that. Okay. So what you need to do, I'll show you here, is I replaced it with a chassis with an item sink, which I just said import, so it would import it. And then a provider module. And that way, instead of going in via the sorted, it goes in via the direct, and that way it fills that up before it starts terminating. So remember that if you're using the sorting system, that once you put a termination module, if you don't actually have an item sink anywhere for that item, that it's all going to go trash, because the this is a lower priority than the termination module if you set the item sync to just a default route. So, which is good. It lets you do a lot of stuff, but then you have to do it. And you can see back here, I've replaced a lot of these already and that. So, also off camera, I've been wandering around and putting some more random seeds in as I found them. So I'm just having them now go to this chest here. So I got like corn and barley and stuff like that. So I just planted one of them so I'd have some income of them. And I moved this from the wall and basically put pipes in so I could automate it. So soon we should be able to automate food stuff processing, which I will probably do in the near future. But first of all, I need to fill up my lunchbox. Lunchbox full. Okay. And I've cleared a bunch of land and flattened some stuff out for future building and stuff like that. So, last time we got to basically did build our hydrogen power source. So I think what I need to do is start upping my storage system here. Well, not here, but here. This is filling up with hydrogen, so I can build a jetpack. And the thing I was looking for is tubes, pressurized tubes. So this is now generating power, and keeping this. It won't charge this up. In fact, that is completely uncharged. I'm not sure why that's uncharged. This must not actually be inputting into the system. Well, that's not good. Let's see, so... Because, yes, it's full power, but nothing's coming out. So let's go ahead, and instead of making that, let's upgrade some of our other structure here and rearrange a few things. So let's go in here. So I want to make the next tier. So we had leadstone flux ducts, hardened flux ducts. Now I want to make redstone energy flux ducts. So first of all, I have to make these, which are electrum and hardened glass. So let's go ahead and program those into our system up here. Probably have to expand this soon. And I forgot to hit open again, didn't I? I always do that, and I always say that I always do that. Okay, so we want that to be hardened glass. I think that's the right one, so we'll see if that works. Okay. So let's go ahead and order 6 of those. And let's make sure we're getting the right stuff here. Did that not work? Nope, it ordered it okay. Gold, but I'm not getting silver. Do I have the wrong silver? I may have the wrong silver. So let's go ahead. Silver. Actually, let's order 6 more. I probably put the wrong silver in my recipe here. That's not the one I want. No, that's the right silver. So why do I have gold but no silver? I am confused. Okay. So let's try ordering 10 electrum. Okay, let's order 10 more electrum. Huh, that time it worked. Must have lost the silver somewhere in the ordering process. Occasionally I get weirdness like that. Let's see. Oh, that's right. We need to put one of these in here. Okay. Then we need to add a crafting module to here. Crafting module. And we're going to say one of these. Whoops, not 5. One of these gives us one of these. So now we should be able to order 20 of these. Okay. And while that's cooking up, the next thing we need to do is the redstone energy cell. Whoops. So the frame needs to be that, that, and that. So let's go ahead and program the frames into our system. Won't be building a ton of these, but might be building enough. And I forgot to hit open again. Hardened glass, electrum, diamond. So that should be done. I just realized I do have a problem though, in that I don't have much obsidian. And all this hardened glass is eating through my obsidian, so we need to do something about that. And I know what I can do about that. But I'm going to need an industrial compressor, I think. Because I can make blaze powder, but I need a way to make blaze rods, I think, to make a build an ender tank. I need 4 actual blaze rods. And the compressor will make blaze rods. And I can do it in a synthesis machine by using plutonium. Really? Plutonium? Which I can only get from a blaze rod. Oh, maybe not. I can actually get plutonium from blaze powder too. Well, for now we'll go ahead. I think we have enough, but obviously a compressor is in our near future. Okay, that gives us those. Now we need one of those. Oh, except I should have put this back in here so I don't have to make more. So there's our hardened glass maker. So now we have our hardened glass. And we're going to go over here, put another crafting module in there. Okay, what's going on up here? We made the hardened glass. Why isn't the hardened glass here? For some reason it didn't go where it needed to go. I think there's another hole somewhere in my system. It seems to happen sometimes as the system gets complicated. It's possible it timed out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put here one of these. I may have to upgrade these, but I use them seldom enough. I don't think it's worth it. I did upgrade these so that my ore processes, and in this one I took out the red and put in a secondary sieve, which basically adds 11 to my secondary chance of getting secondary products, which isn't dramatic, but okay. Oops. So I need to make one of these. Okay. I think that's the right lead, isn't it? I don't know where my lead went. Yep, that's the right lead. So I need 2 more lead and 3 more electrum. Okay. Now I should be able to take this down here to my main power room, which of course I ran the wrong way through and went out the wrong door, as I almost always do. So this is configured out, that and that. Okay. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and replace these pipes here with our redstone flux. Is that where this noise has been coming from? Okay, so all these should be running at full capacity to power up our little box here. Okay, the next thing we need to do is figure out where does the power, where does this hook into the system? That is the question that I don't remember. Well, it has its own power storage, so it probably doesn't hook into this at all. So, now ultimately we'll probably have to do some other stuff, but at least that gets our power storage increased, so I can have this increase more power. I ultimately need to move this guy Let's go ahead and move him now. So we're going to go ahead, and where did I put him? There he is. And then we need to hook that there. And then we need to get water to them, so we need some ducts. The reason I did that is now I can put more machines on there, or more generators, so we can up our generation. Okay, ducts. Do I have any more fluid ducts? Yep. So mix 3 of those. And let's make 3 of these. One, 2, 3. And what else do we need? Copper gears, and I think I already have copper gears in the system, so we should be able to do this. I think it's that copper gear. I could be wrong. And then we need suppliers. I have 1. So we're going to need 2 more suppliers once we get these built. One, 2. Okay. The reason I'm making these is because these are probably the most efficient space-wise and resource-wise way to generate power. Though it is going to hopefully not majorly impact my charcoal production. Oh, something causing a massive lag spike. I haven't had any of those on the server for a long time. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And I need 1 more. So these fill up with water, okay? Yep. So I need 1 more temper duct. And then I'll have to do upgrades for those, because the standard, I think they produce about 80. Oh, I guess I had the see-through ones too. Okay, so these are producing ADR Vattic. This one has all 3 of the upgrades in it, so it's producing 320. So hopefully my charcoal production doesn't fall way behind. Though once the system fills up with power, those will pretty much be in idle mode. So, oh, and I marked my mine over there. I don't know if I'm still getting stuff in from it. Because those chunks may not be auto-loaded. We'll have to check on that. Okay, and what was I? Oh yes, I was going in here. Doesn't connect that side. So what side does the power come out? That's the question. Comes out that side. So that's why it wasn't charging. And I need one more. Tum, tum, tum. So do I have any hardened leadstone ones left? Oh yeah, I have plenty. One more, please. And let's go ahead and repair this. Grab those out of there. Repair Mr. Axe. Let's go get another stack of wood down here. May have to upgrade that station too. And let's go ahead. Out of habit, I'm still been basically making charcoal here. And I have a full emergency charcoal. So if something happens, I should actually be okay, but to be honest, I'm doing this as much for the experience as the charcoal. Steady way to get experience. Okay. Wow. These really got depleted by that. And did I actually pick up? No, but that's alright, because I just realized I wanted to take these out. Okay. So this thing should basically keep that charging and keep the hydrogen going with these as emergency backups. And the only thing I really power in here is that one carpenter. And half my hydrogen gas is going into here, so I should actually do something about that, but we'll worry about that later. And I'm still venting oxygen. Okay. And just to give us a little bit more power. Dum, 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 dum. Ooh, how do I get... Now this only generates 40 RF a tick because it's only got a double layer capacitor in it. But I'm just throwing it down here to help get this charged up a little faster. I'm not going to auto feed it for the moment. And I'll have to get upgrades for that going, but we're at the wrapping up point. So our power production is much higher, and now I can rewire to things that need more power. And I, in the future, will need more power. Because I'm going to basically probably set up a mob spawning farm. To address so I can get glowstone, among other things. It's one of the many things I have planned in the future. So as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or a comment. And if you disliked the episode, leaving me a dislike's fine, but please leave a comment saying why you disliked the episode. As always, this is Spidey 1958, and have fun Minecrafting.